Hello everyone and welcome to KCC 19. Now today's hop is the first hop that we've had for KCC, and we've got a crafty goodie bag valued at $250 that is a giveaway. So you're going to be sure and fill out the giveaway form in the description box below. Make sure you follow the playlist and go around and see all of the designers and what they're making. I'm working with Card Sketch 8 and I'm showing it to you right here, and we're just going to make a quick card. So I had this pre-made card base and I thought I'd just bring it in, and I've got some beautiful papers that I had recently purchased from Love from Lizzie, and I'm going to use those for Sketch 8. Now Sketch 8 is a sketch in which you're really going to showcase a lot of pattern papers, because the cutting guide has you bring in several different pieces of pattern paper. Now I am choosing to bring in an extra one for the base of this, but we will have several pieces from the cutting guide in which we have several different colors of pattern paper. Now this is a base layer that you're bringing in here that the sketch shows, and I'm going to get it laid down, and then we'll bring in our pieces that we cut from the cutting guide. Just squaring it up and getting it laid down. So KCC is 19 is going to be fun. You know, we've been working with 18 and had those designs, and now we've got a whole set of new designs with 19. So it's exciting, and we're going to check them out. So as you see, I'm using lots of different pieces of pattern paper from the sketch, and so you can really highlight your pattern paper, almost like a quilt type pattern. So I'm just going to get each and every piece of my pattern paper laid down on here, and our card will come together. So if you're not familiar with Kendra's Card Challenge, all of the information is listed in the description box below. But essentially what it is Kendra provides a cutting guide and sketches. The cutting guide uses 6 6x6 pieces of premium cardstock, or any cardstock, and you cut all 6, you use every bit of all 6 of those 6x6 cardstocks, and then she'll provide 15 designs, and you'll be able to yield 15 cards with 15 different sketches from the challenge. So I encourage you to check it out if you haven't before. You can get the cutting guide as a free member on Kendra's Patreon, and that is listed in the description box below. Now here I'm showing you that this sketch calls for a sentiment to go down the center of it, and I've got one prepared there in which I've die cut out. I've got tape on it to hold it together, and it also has a cluster of 3 banners, and so we're going to bring in some banners and we'll cluster them up and get them laid down on our card base. Now I'm trying to follow this sketch very true to form, since we're just, this is the first rollout of the challenge, so we wanted to make sure we could show you, how exactly to make the sketches as they are shown. So that's what I'm doing here. And now here I'm just trying to fishtail. And if you follow me, fishtailing is not one of my favorite things to do because I'm not very good at it. But with a little effort and a couple of snips, you can get it where you want it. Now for these, they're going to be tucked in, so I decided, since I don't like fishtailing, I would just angle them, and they're going to be tucked behind there so you won't know that they're not fishtailed. And we're going to just use those. So like I said, you can get these sketch as a free member to Kendra's Card Challenge. She also has paid levels in which you can get a lot of other goodies. She has a paid level in which you can get a mini sampler kit, all access, and then she has the VIP level where you can get a full mystery card kit from Kendra. And if you watch my channel at all, you guys have seen me work with those, and they're super fun. The last one, I just cranked a whole bunch of cards out with. It was just so much fun. It was a beautiful bee set. So I'm going to get my banners laid down on here. They're supposed to be kind of laid underneath my sentiment. And then I've got a sentiment here, and I'm going to just put some glue on it and get it laid down. Anyway, in the description box is a playlist, and if you click play all on that, it will move you through all of the designers' videos that are within this hop, and you can check out all the different sketches. Each designer is working with 1 or 2 sketches. There's a couple of designers, I think, that are working with 2 sketches, and the rest of us are showing 1. So if you go through the whole hop, the whole playlist, you'll get to see all 15 sketches and how the designers have worked with them. Now here I'm getting my sentiment laid down on there, and I'm realizing that it just gets lost because it's so light. It kind of gets lost in my pattern paper. So I've got a solution for that, and we'll remedy it in a bit. But for the meantime, I'm going to bring in some leaves and some flowers. I'm going to layer them up, and we'll get them laid down on our card base. And this will just be an extra element to our card. The sketch, the pattern paper, and the sentiment and those banners are as the design shows it, but you can feel free to add any extra bling and embellishment to it that you want to, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to add a floral element just to have another focal point. Just going to get that enamel dot center there for the center of my flower. And I'm lifting up my little flower petals there just to add some extra dimension. And we're just going to lay it down like that. Now, I did say that the pattern paper was love from Lizzie. These die cut pieces are as well. So I'm just going to bring in a foam square and pop up my leaves so that we'll have a little bit of dimension on our card. Now, don't forget to fill out that claim the prize form in the description box below. Now, there is a catchphrase that you must enter in the description box, and for my channel, it is Pretty Pink Posh. So when you fill out the form for a chance to win the prize, you're going to want to put Pretty Pink Posh in the form on my channel. Now, each designer will have their own catchphrase, so you're going to have to be sure and listen to it, and it's about midpoint or further in the video, so you're going to want to make sure you watch the video so that you can get the catchphrase, and then you will have a chance to win. So here's where I'm fixing where my sweet friend sentiment just kind of got lost in the pattern paper. I just brought in another die cut image of the sweet friends in a brown, and it made it pop off of the card better. And so I like this a lot better. I think it turned out nice. So we'll just get the tittle to the eye laid on there. And this card came together pretty quickly. That's one of the great things about Kendra's card challenges. You can put together 15 cards fairly quickly, and you don't have to sit there and kind of fret over, you know, what your design is, because she has done all of the work for you, and it is fantastic. So I'll just clean up my desk space, and we'll take one last look at this card, and don't forget to fill out that prize form. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.